My interest in art really comes from two main inspirations. One is the lineage, traditional art, and the other source which inspires me is new contemporary creativity, things that seem to have a vital link to our living experience today. In the 80s, Hong Kong and Taiwan were just starting to be places where people collected art. At the same time, I got interested in what was happening in China. In January 1989, the Stars 10 Years exhibition was launched in Hong Kong. It was hugely successful. So at that time, I realized this was really the change of a new era. The exhibition China's New Art post-1989 became historical because it was among the first major efforts to show Chinese visual art of this more radical, more contemporary version outside of mainland China. From January 1993, it went to Australia, Canada, America, and then parts of it went on to Singapore and other places. I've always actually looked at artists in relation to their whole historical context and their histories. In the early 90s, I went to visit Zheng Fanzhi together with Li Xianting, and he was at that time living in an attic of a very grand building which had already totally run down. It was very near the Shehe Hospital, the hospital that inspired him to make his famous hospital series. Feng was also among the pioneers of using games, computer games, video games, as a platform for contemporary art. What gave me the urge to promote these artists was because nobody else was doing it. And I thought they were historically important. I thought they were adding a new chapter to Chinese art history. We also have artists like Zhang Xiaogang and Liu Wei, who were brought to the Centenary Exhibition of Venice Biennale in 1995. The theme was the changing view of the human being. Zhang Xiaogang's family portraits, of course, was one of the most successful ways of capturing the Chinese portraits tradition. My great friend David Tang decided to take part by helping me to organize a very grand party to which he invited Lady Diana as the special guest. Her appearance in Venice created the biggest turnout for Chinese art. Another very eccentric genius is Liu Dahong. He was the only artist who's taken Mao's entire career to become almost like a symbolic history. He has created works like taking old Shanghai and contemporary Shanghai, and by looking at the transport system of bridges and underground and the way politics change, and make it into a series that gives us a history that is ideological, visual, and also totally dreamlike and fantastic. For me, it is not really about a philosophy of collecting things. It is about getting to live with things you like and also making relations. Chinese would call it 缘分. And by chancing upon things, you try to establish a connection to it. China has already a diversity of platforms that allows artists to both look back at the past and to reflect on themselves for today.